In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you why most relationships do not work. And in understanding that, we'll be focusing on what we need to do to make them work. So why don't relationships work? There's a lot of pressure around people to commit to a relationship. People get to a certain age and it's expected. And often people settle. They settle for the wrong reasons. If you're going in with a bad intention into a relationship, I say bad, you're not going in because you've really connected with the person. It's because you feel you should settle down. Because sometimes women go into relationships, and I guess men, for financial gain. These kind of reasons are always going to end up in a big disaster. It's why the divorce rate is so high. So what I would say to you is do not settle. You are better to be on your own and full and complete, which is what we'll be showing you of how to get there, by the way. How to be whole and complete without needing to settle for anybody else to replace that other half of you. It's imperative we do not settle. So wait for the one. Well, does that sound like it's doable? Do we still believe that there is the one? Do you still believe there's the one for you? Well, of course there is. But the one for you is only going to come into your life when you are truly fulfilled, abundant, and you actually don't need them. It's like anything. You know, whatever you want in life as well, when you're really looking for that relationship and you're really wanting it, you know what you're actually doing? You're pushing away the right one. Because when we really, really want something, it actually comes from a fear inside of, I'm not going to get it. So we need to be, it's very difficult to understand, I guess, but we need to be acting in a way that's proactive to get the relationship we want, but at the same time, detaching from it. So that's a little bit complicated as to how we do that. But what we do is I'm going to ask you to be really specific. So write down what you want, whether it be in your current relationship now, how you would like that to be. Because if you're married and you're committed to somebody, it may not always be easy and you may want to stay with that person. There's a way we can lift that relationship to be all you want as well. And it comes from you. You can attract that into your life. Whatever problems you've had before, you can attract that. If you're single and you're looking for the one, I'm going to ask you to write a list and literally be detailed about this list. What is your perfect partner? What do they look like? What do they sound like? What do they do? What are the qualities? Are they kind, compassionate, sexy, beautiful? Write down as many things as you want and then just have a little look at the list and perhaps remove a few of the least important ones. And then you have that list. And rather than be worrying every day, are you going to meet the one? Are they going to come along? You just need to know you've got your list, okay? So you look at it on a night. The brain is still processing what we do last thing at night, all through the night. Okay, so when you look at that list and you say yes and you feel it as if you already have it. Same with your partner, you feel you already have the perfect relationship, even if you don't. When you begin to feel you have the perfect relationship, magic will begin to happen. Their responses will change to you. The universe will respond in a way that makes what you really feel happen. So you're going to write down that list, look at it, feel it, yes, you have it, okay? And then in the morning as well, you wake up, yes, you have it. And then you what? You know it's done. You release that, okay? You will be drawn to the right situations, the right places, whether you're single and you need to meet the person. If something fills you with a feeling of fun and excitement, you go with it. That's how you know. Should I go out to this event tonight? That's how you know. You ask, does it make me feel excited? Does it feel like fun? Yes, you go. If we've got any anxiety issues about reacting with people and socially interacting, we will be dealing with those in another video to get you truly confident and empowered and feeling socially like you can walk in any situation. So that will be more about what we're doing later. But yeah, so you've written your list. Going back to if you're already in that relationship, I want you, if you've got trouble, to run through the day. So before you go to sleep, if there's been any issues, discussions or problems, I'm going to ask you to make a movie in your head as if that day actually went wonderfully. Okay, so before you go to bed, perhaps you woke up, you had a bit of an argument, You imagine that didn't happen. Your partner said the perfect thing to you. You responded in the perfect way. You overcame your challenges and your whole day was blissful. It's also a very powerful thing to do last thing at night. So whatever you're doing, don't be watching horror movies, don't be watching the news last thing at night. You want to be doing this little bit of self-focus and self-development, because that's the only way that you're really going to get the love and the positive relationship that you truly want and deserve. So very simple techniques, but I promise you now, if you practice that technique that I showed you for 2 weeks, your whole relationship area will change. I challenge you, do it, post below the amazing responses you've had, and I'm sure just inviting that little bit of magic in will begin to change everything.